were shadows dancing.
I had a talent to cut out things of paper with scissors very fast and so, and me being a vain creature, I like to please, you see, and so I came into that. I remember my first shadow theater which I made. This was in school when we were having Shakespeare and English lessons and so I made myself a little frame, and at home I made Romeo and Juliet and all that and played it with that. Just a little frame with the scenery. I remember my first feeling of what you could do with a puppet's movement was when Julia appeared on the balcony. Romeo was just standing there stretching out his arm, and Julia appeared and had her hand in a position. And then she would lean her chin in her hand whilst Romeo was saying how she puts her chin into her hand and etc. And there I had the feeling this was grand, that one could do that. I had a great love for the theater. I went to the theater a lot. And then I got bitten by films, you see. When I was very young, my grandmother had to go to the cinema with me all the time. They had the Méliès films there and the pantomimes. I went to 2 cinemas a day if I possibly could. So I approached that Rainer Theater and tried to go into the acting school, and at least I was near the theater. Also, I had a very bad voice, as you may well notice. And now I wanted to draw the attention of the big people on my little self. I was always standing in the wings, which we were strictly forbidden to do, and cut out the silhouettes, which were good. And there was a wonderful man, the actor Paul Wegener, and he made always films with a fantastic element. He wanted to make use of the fantastic possibilities in films, and I was absolutely tickled by that. And he said to them that silhouette girl, these silhouettes of that girl, cry for movement, for heaven's sake, let her do an animated cartoon. She can make her figures movable, and we put them on a glass plate and then let it be. And these people let me do it. I made my first animation on the 12th of December 1919. It was a ballet of just a dance between 2 people, you see. It was called The Ornament of the Loving Heart. And I still have that little figure of there, and I've never made a better one. I haven't improved at all. My husband, he was an art historian, or whatever you call it. We had 42 years together, quite a thing. I once met a banker, and he asked me would I do a full-length silhouette film, and this was of course an enormous temptation. And so we went out into his place, and he gave us the top of his garage as a studio, and then we went there and started on Prince Ahmed. I took the Revenas, read them very carefully, and put all the fantastic things together, you see, the things which were the sorcerer and the witch transforming each other, a tree turning into a monster, and all these fantastic things. I put them all together and then I stir them around. So many dreams which didn't come true. I always wanted, my dream was to make the Greek fairy stories, the Greek metamorphoses, the great fables of Persephone and this kind of thing. And I was very near to that. I nearly I got a contract for it, and it was happy as a bird. And then my husband, he fell ill, and we had the feeling we can't do it, and this all fell into the water. And I don't want to do it alone. So I have to console myself. There's a certain truth in these fairy tales. Grimm's fairy tales are folklore. People say they are cruel, and so they are. His life is cruel. Her shadows dancing.
Once a small girl, now a ghost of Berlin, dancing with her shadows, light held from within.
They always blame me that I stuck to my poor little silhouettes. I should do much more interesting things, but I love my puppets.
From